Listen in to this sermon to see where he is now.
I just want to put my cards on the table and let you know that I love being a human. Being human's awesome. And the reason I say that is because I've been in discussions. I don't know if you've ever been in a discussion. Like, what would you be, or what would you want to be if you weren't a human? And I've heard people say a bird, which I think that would kind of be cool because the whole flying thing. But then there's a lot of aspects of being a bird that just absolutely sucks. Like you get eaten by a cat, which that would be a horrible way to go. But like a bird would be cool. I was hanging out with a group one time, and a girl said, she said, I would love to be a tree. Now, she was probably smoking something that came from a tree, but I don't think there would be anything fun about being a tree. You're just there. But if
What biblical text are you preaching from, Perry? And what is this that you're doing right here?
you made me choose, and said you can't be a human, you got to be something else, or you got to pick something, I would pick a dog. And the reason I would pick a dog, first of all, dogs have it made. They really do, especially inside dogs. Second of all, dogs get shown way more mercy than humans do. Would you agree? Yes or no? Yes. Like, for example, I was a couple years ago, I was in the Atlanta airport, and I was catching a connecting flight, which Atlanta, if you live in the South, if you go to heaven or hell, you got to go through Atlanta. That's just the way it is. So I'm in Atlanta, and there's two ladies behind me talking, and there's a little woman.
I feel like I'm watching somebody at improv night, at the local comedy club. And he ain't killing it, that's for sure.
Walking her dog, and it was like one of those miniature dogs. It was like one of the ones you could just step on, and it was so cute, and it was like prancing through the airport, and all of a sudden, the dog stops and just takes a slam right in the floor. And the women behind me went, oh, that's so cute. And I couldn't help it. I just turned around and looked at them. I didn't say anything. And the girl, she was a good dog mom. She had the plastic bag. She gets down, she picks up the poop and walks away. And the women were like, oh, that was so precious. And I'm like, no, it's not. Because what if I had decided, if the dog can do it, so can I. And I had gone over and done the same thing that the dog did in the Atlanta airport, okay?
Why, if I had shown up to church on a Sunday, would I want that picture in my mind of you dropping and doing your business in public at an airport? What is this?
The dog gets called cute. I get arrested if I do that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad they would arrest you for that. You should be arrested if you did that.
A lot of mercy. Or let's just go here because this happens. Have you ever gone to somebody's house and they got a dog and you're brand new and you go in and as soon as you get in, the dog just goes in on your leg? Like it's, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody with me? Don't act embarrassed because the dog is like, it's the best leg. Okay.
So, the reason why he's starting his sermon with this is because this is to show, the pagans in Anderson, South Carolina, Christians can be relevant, man. Relevant.
Okay. You kind of laugh that off. You're like, it's always embarrassing because you're like, does my leg look that good? And that's awkward.
Not as awkward as the opening of the sermon.
But let's say you came to my house. You came into my door, and I just went in on your leg. None of y'all would go, well, it's just Pastor P. He's got some issues.